Something happened Saturday or Sunday afternoon in Alabama. The running of the 2020 Geico 500 at Talladega. The race had to be postponed due to weather. However, something happened that day, and what I'm about to play is going to hurt. After this audio is done, I do have some news that I do want to let you all know. Now, as you read in the description, I'm giving credit to NASCAR Media Group and Fox Sports. This thing I found came from YouTube, because after each NASCAR race, YouTube has certain what do you call it, and I happened to find one. But you know what, this is something that this is coming from the NASCAR on Fox YouTube channel, and I want to give them all the credit. I want to give NASCAR on Fox, NASCAR Media Group, and Fox Sports all the credit. Now, most of you probably don't have cable, or don't, a lot of you probably want to watch NASCAR, or, normally on Sundays there's racing, but a lot of you probably didn't get to watch the race on Monday afternoon because a lot of you probably were at work. Now, I am not responsible for any copyright that I'm about to play. Okay? So, I'm about to play. So, I'll definitely have tears, but this might make you all cry. Because I might cry too. Because it hurts. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here's Mike Joy from NASCAR on Fox.
Welcome to Talladega, where we try for the second day to get 500 miles of racing in. Weather prevented that yesterday. King Richard Petty's here. And this was just recently painted in the tri-oval grass. All of NASCAR's drivers have rallied around Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR Cup Series lone black driver, after what happened here yesterday afternoon. The drivers, led by reigning Cup Series champion Kyle Busch in green, and their crews, the entire garage area, has rallied around Bubba Wallace and the number 43 today. Because yesterday afternoon, a noose was found hanging in the garage stall of Bubba's race car. In the NASCAR Cup garage area, a secure area where access is limited to competitors, officials, and track staff. A despicable act by someone flying directly in the face of NASCAR's efforts to build a culture that is diverse, equal, and welcome. That's why Richard Petty is here today, and why Ryan Blaney, Bubba's friends, competitors, and on-track foes have closed ranks around him. When that window net goes up later today, racing is the great equalizer. Everybody's 6'4", 240 pounds. Everybody has 600 horsepower. No one is white, black, brown, or yellow. They are all racers. and they are all our heroes.
Now, NASCAR was able to get the FBI and all the local authorities involved in that. Now, I read from ESPN.com the news that was found in the garage area Sunday afternoon. Believe it or not, was there for almost a year. The FBI have learned that the noose that was hanging in the garage area has been there since last October. So the FBI have found out there has been no criminal act and there will be no charges and no arrests. However, there has been reports since yesterday from Sonoma, California, where the Sonoma Raceway is, where NASCAR, IndyCar, and all these places race at. There's been reports that there was a noose hanging from a tree. Now Sonoma County Sheriff's Department and all the local authorities are going to investigate to see if whether that one happens to be a criminal act, and because one of the Sonoma Raceway employees noticed the noose hanging from the tree, and I know for a fact that wasn't there. Now, given the fact that this stuff, even though the noose that was hanging in Talladega has been there for almost a year, but nevertheless, this one in Sonoma, California is new. Now, the thing is, I noticed that I think they're trying to get NASCAR to shut down. Now, I know for a fact the reason why people are doing this is because NASCAR has only one black driver in the Cup Series, and that's Bubba Wallace. Okay? I actually bursted into tears when I actually had to hear this. But you know what? Nevertheless, you know what? I love black people. I love all sorts of colors. You know, I love them. No matter if you're white, you know, like Mike Joy said, no matter if you're white, black, brown, yellow, I love them all. You know, I do not hate them. I do not dislike them. I do not, you know, I love them. I love them. You know, with all, because ever since of what happened to George Floyd, all this stuff has been going on. You know, now, because of that, the Minneapolis Metropolitan Police Department has to shut down. And in my opinion, I think that is not good. But here's the thing. All this lynch mob stuff that's going on all over the U.S. and the world has to stop. Because here's the thing. At some point, we ain't gonna have any local police departments anymore. We need to have the police, because if we don't, there's gonna be a lot of murderers out there, and we ain't gonna have anyone to save our lives. It hurts. I really want every single person in the world to please stop fighting. Yes, there's some corrupted cops, excuse me. But you know what? Officers have those body cameras for a reason. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't even know what to even say about that day. But you know what? I know everybody wants justice for George Floyd, okay? He will get it. Because those officers that was on the news, they're fired. Okay? They're arrested. Now, at some point, I'm planning on making a fundraiser for this kind of stuff. Okay? I want to do a fundraiser for George Floyd's family. It's going to take some time though for me to get it set up. But I want to do something for George Floyd's family. Now, after this stream ends, I know I might end up getting a strike for it. But you know what? If you guys want to give me a strike on this, that's fine. But you know what? I really have to give NASCAR and Fox Sports so much credit for everything they do. And let me tell you something else. I want to give you guys a little heads up, okay? We all make mistakes, okay? It's a shame that we have to go through this. But I just need every single person in this entire world to please stop killing officers and trying to, destroy property. I know you're all mad because of what happened to George Floyd, but you know what? George Floyd's family will be getting the justice they deserve, okay? And I understand there was another incident, and this time in Atlanta, Georgia, because of a officer shooting and killing another black guy because this black guy grabbed an officer's taser and they had to shoot him. But you know what? That was their self-defense, okay? This black guy had a taser, okay? The guy actually pointed the taser at the officers, okay? That's why they shot him. But for George Floyd's death was despicable, okay? I'm not trying to say the one in Atlanta, Georgia, was bad, but you know what? The officers actually, in my opinion, now my opinion might be wrong, the one in Atlanta, Georgia was by the books because the guy grabbed an officer's taser and pointed at them, so they had to shoot him, okay? Because a stun gun wouldn't do anything. But the thing is, it was actually the one that shot the guy in Atlanta was the one that the guy took the taser from. So the officer that had no taser had to shoot him. Because this guy could, you know, but even with the taser, the officer probably wouldn't feel it because they wear bulletproof vests. But nevertheless, the officer did the right thing, in my opinion. Okay, my opinions won't be good to y'all, and I understand. But nevertheless, okay, all the stuff that's going on around the world needs to calm down, and it also needs to stop before someone else, innocent bystanders or innocent people, is going to get killed. Okay, everybody needs to understand that. Okay, I understand black people are pissed off at white people. Okay, I totally understand. Okay, but all these states needs to cool it. Okay, because this all happened in Minneapolis, but it's going as far west as Los Angeles to as far east as Boston and New York. It's going all over the place, and all these states don't deserve to have to deal with all this. Okay, neither does my state, which is Iowa. I mean, one of the officers here in my state, which I'm in Cedar Rapids, of course, but down south in the city of Coralville, 2 officers were shot because of this stuff. So do the math. One city equals a bunch of other states. All the shooting and stuff needs to stop. So please get in your heads, stop shooting others, and stop all this nonsense, because this is going to really tear up the entire U.S. But like I said, George Floyd's family will get their justice. The Minneapolis Metropolitan Police Department might go under, but you know what? They're going to come back, but they're going to have a better training program. But here's the other thing. Even though with one incident, the police department doesn't need to be shut down, okay? No matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, there's still bad guys out there, okay? And if there's a police department that's not going to be around, how are people going to be protected? How are they going to stay safe? There won't be any way, because there ain't no police department. You know? So, I'm just trying to give you all my opinion. Okay? Now, I'm going to end this live stream. Okay? Now, sometimes I get a lot of messages after it. But if you guys have an opinion, please keep it nice. Okay? I don't want any mean comments. Okay? I know a lot of you are probably going to get upset at me for this stuff, but you know, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, okay? So if you guys have something to put into this, please comment to me direct, and I'll give you guys any more information you guys need. Anyway, thank you guys for your time, and please, 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 keep the world safe, and God bless America.